Alright, so what's going on, guys? This is Fade back here. Alright, so my uni stuff has just finished recently, and I'm lucky to say I have a sem break. So yeah, therefore my video productivity might continue to go up again. Okay, so yeah, here we are back to Wuthering Waves. All right, and today, as you all see in the title, it's going to be pretty obvious. We will be talking about Ciaccona, all right, or Ciaccona, or however you want to call it. All right, so Ciaccona, I would say, is an underrated character, alright, because her value is not here, like it's not fully utilized yet. Okay, but however, she is a really good character, and I see a lot of great potentials from her. Alright, when a lot of people have been saying about Ciaccona is like, bro, just skip her or like just go for Kadithia. Okay, so after checking with like all the leak notes, okay, from leaks, like Kadithia's kit, even though it provides like aero erosion herself, it's still not enough if you want to have the best gaming experience. I mean, like with all the pro stats, like pro gameplay style, you can probably like just like don't worry about it. Yeah, but we all know, like if you play a game, you probably would want to have the best experience. Okay, so the fall value of Ciaccona is actually pretty straightforward and obvious, which is all the information you all see on the internet. Like literally every single video you will see by majority creators will be saying like Ciaccona is like not good, or people just saying like skip Ciaccona, go for Kadithia. Alright? So the plain truth is, if you want a Kadithia, you must have Ciaccona. Even though if you don't have the signature weapon, you still need the character. Why? Because Ciaccona is the only character in the game so far that is able to apply direct aero erosion to a unit. Okay, some people, okay, see, when you all had listened here all the way, some keyboard warriors are going to start typing like, oh, no, 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 we have aero rover, we can just use aero rover and apply aero erosion. Okay, so here's the problem. So here's the thing. Okay, aero rover doesn't directly apply aero erosion. When I mean it doesn't directly apply, is it converts, okay, it converts your other like other debuff stacks, okay, and then they just like convert it to aero erosion. So as you can see here, Skyfall Severance, while in mid-air, press resonance skill to deal aero damage, which removes all stacks of Spectral Frazzle, Havoc Bane, Fusion Burst, Glacial Shave, and Electro Flare from the target hit, and inflicts one stack of aero erosion for each stack removed. So from here, we can already confirm in the future there will be Havoc Bane, there will be Fusion Burst, there will be Glacial Shave, and there will be Electro Flare. It's just a matter of time they implement this in the game, because so far we only see Spectral Frazzle and only Aero Erosion. Okay, so let's take a look at the ulti. Unleash the power of the Eye of Tempest, dealing aero damage and healing all nearby. So it's just a heal. Okay, so next 40 circuit, perform up to 2 consecutive attacks dealing aero damage, consider resonance skill damage, and hitting all nearby resonators in the team. Cast through the following 3 ways. Press normal attack right after casting resonance skill Awakening Glue. Press normal attack right after casting interest skill. Press normal attack and max win strings perform consider resonance switching to another. Yeah, so this means Aero Rover's 40 circuit and Resonance Liberation doesn't apply aero erosion. That's why I said Ciaccona is the one and only character in this game that directly applies aero erosion. And if you want to use Spectral Rover, like, I mean Aero Rover, there's definitely no problem. But the the thing is, if the enemy doesn't have any Spectral Frazzle or Havoc Bane or any of the debuffs mentioned here, you can't convert it into aero erosion. Like the most aero rover like is going to do here is going to like just heal and do damage in the carthe team. Right? Unless they decide to make carthe's kit like available to apply spectral frazzle, for example, or havoc bane. And then suddenly it's like, whoa, aero rover works insanely well. Yeah, then Ciaccona is skippable. But now, as with what I've seen in the leaks, like it doesn't. So that is why I say like Ciaccona is a must even if you like have a 0+0. The signature weapon is not a must, it's like a cherry on top of a cake. Like if you have it, it's perfect. If you don't have it, it's like still good. Still really nice. Okay. Yeah, it just makes it like perfect. Even more perfect. So the most buff like you are going to put Aero Rover in the carthe team is because of the outro skill and then also the heal. Okay, because carthe have one of the inherent skill which allows Aero Rover to heal even more, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then also Aero Rover's outro skill, it grants Aeolian Realm to all nearby resonators in the team for 30 seconds. So what does it do? Upon hitting a target, increase the maximum stack of aero erosion the target can receive by 3 for 10 seconds. This effect is not stackable. So by default, because Spectral Frazzle and aero erosion is like kind of different thing. Okay, how different is it? By default, Spectral Frazzle we all know is going to go up to 10 stacks. But aero erosion only goes up to 3 stacks. So with Aero Rover there, you're going to have like 6 stacks. Okay? Just for example, I'm going to okay, so I'm Aero Rover now. You just need to trigger outro. I'm going to find an enemy to test this. Not here. Probably you. Okay, now I'm going to alright, outro. So I have the buff now. Okay. Out. I hope it doesn't die. Yeah, insect kill. Yeah, see 5 stacks, and it should stop at 6 stacks. Yeah, see 6 stacks is the maximum if you have like Aero Rover. Yeah, so this is also one thing you need to pay attention when you are playing with aero erosion. So the purpose they want to limit it to like 3 stacks or 6 stacks is actually pretty straightforward. Okay, because carthe, like a part of her kit requires you to consume aero erosion and then to do damage. Like it consumes and then it does like special attack or special mechanics, like something like that. I forgot what is it specifically, but it's something like that. Okay, so that's why Ciaccona's value is not fully like her potential is not fully released yet. That's all I can say. It's not fully released yet. And even if you don't pair her in a carthe team, alright, as a sub DPS, she is really really good also. Overall, because like the multipliers are not low. It's not like you are playing Genshin Impact or you are playing like Honkai Star Rail, where you put a sub DPS or a support, and then their damage is just like questionable, alright, but not reasonable. In like Ciaccona's damage is like reasonable, and also not questionable. As you can see, the multiplier is 1100 at level 10, but after that, during the like the Symphonic Poem tonic damage is just really low. It's like 6% times 20. So it's like what? 61. It's like 120 something. Yeah. So overall, like you can see only the moment it unleashes the burst, then it's like really really high damage. It's like instant burst, and then after that it's just like the form where you apply Spectral Frazzle or you apply Aero Erosion. Oh yeah, by the way, if you swap her out during her Resonance Liberation and swap her back in, it will immediately end her Resonance Liberation. So next will be her Forte Circuit. So it will be 314 plus 314, so that's like 600 something, but at the cost of like consuming all your 40 circuit stacks, and it also pulls in nearby enemies, which is a rare thing you see in this game, okay, because this is not like Genshin Impact where you just have Sucrose, Kazuha, Venti to just like brain dead and YOLO everything. So her gather ability is on the 40 circuit, and you need full 40 circuit to only like trigger, and there are like conditions to achieve, like to gain the 40 circuit. Okay, so I'm going to do a demonstration here. So if you finish your whole sequence, you get 140 circuit, and then you start like solo concert, which is like your leave and after image of this thing. So casting resonance skill immediately gives you 1 by right. Okay, I don't know why it didn't give me. Okay, so it's just like that, and then like if you perform 3 solo concert together, you just gain the 40. Okay, so back to our question. Why like besides just like all the info you all like got fed on the internet, okay, saying like skip Ciaccona, everything here and there, like a part of it is also like player not like they rely on outside source too much, and they also don't do their research or homework, and then everyone is like just hype, and then the FOMO just kicks in, okay, and then it's like we all want carthe, we don't want Ciaccona because the hype is there. The hype is bought up by literally everyone, and then people who originally wanted to push Ciaccona, some of them will be like, nah, skip Ciaccona, bro, like carthe don't really need Ciaccona. Okay, like they will auto assume there will be a replacement for Ciaccona in a carthe team. So this is like one of the very few cases in Wuthering Waves where like if you don't have Ciaccona, you can play carthe, but it's going to be a pain in the ass, like literally. Alright, unless they release a future character or a future unit for carthe. If not, for now, Ciaccona is the one and only character that fits literally carthe. Okay, it's like Changli and Brand. Like, if you don't have a Brand, you can still use Changli, but you'll feel like you are missing a puzzle in your team. That's how it is. It's like, can you play Xiangliao like Xiangliao with Changli? I mean, yeah, it definitely works, but if you want to compare the damage wise and everything, like Xiangliao Yinlin is definitely the way to go. Because it is designed for each other, and it suits better in like both their teams, like both together in one team. It's like GM Mortarfi and then Shopkeeper all very nah. It works well, but Mortarfi is 4-star unit, the 5-star signature support is not here yet. Just the same goes to like Carlotta and Zhezhi. Okay, yeah, so I would say Ciaccona's value is really high, right? Even if you don't want to put in a carthe team, you can put her in any aero team, I would say, right? Because why? Solo concert, when Ciaccona or Ensemble Sylph performs solo concert, Ensemble Sylph is like the after image I showed you just now. They give 24% aerial damage bonus to all nearby resonators in the team. This effect is not stackable. Okay, so 24% of aerial damage bonus. Alright, and Ensemble Sylph, up to 2 Ensemble Sylphs may exist simultaneously. If Ciaccona's basic attack stage 4 is interrupted, the another Sylph generator will finish the attack for Ciaccona and enter solo concert. If Ciaccona's solo concert is interrupted, the Ensemble Sylph generator will continue the solo concert of Ciaccona. Aside from 2 situations mentioned above, Ensemble Sylphs generated by resonance skill will finish Ciaccona's current attack without entering solo concert. So overall, you only have one condition: to let either Ciaccona or Ensemble Sylph perform solo concert, and you can animation cancel it as I demonstrated just now. So what you're gonna do is like, after that, and then you just press spacebar, like jump space to cancel. You don't have to dash to cancel, because jump cancel is just like, it's much faster and it's easier to execute compared to dash cancel. Dash cancel is like, you need that insane frames, like that one specific frame to just like click on it, and then only you pop it off. Like jump cancel is just much easier, and it's like much faster for you to stack your 40. So yeah, I'm going to use it. Okay, Yeah, so if executed perfectly, you can gain full forte in 5 seconds. Yeah, so that's how good she currently is, okay? Also, one is aero erosion, which makes her a good sub DPS with the echo set, which is gust of whacking. Okay, another thing is the second point of sales, I would say. So the first point of sales is like good good liberation damage, which did good burst. Second is her forte, which pulls around nearby enemies, right? So this is like something really rare. Okay, the furthest I've seen is like Shockkeeper, right? Other than that, maybe Jensen. Okay, but overall Ciaccona's one is like the most effective I've seen so far. Right, and next she buff aero damage by 24%. Yeah, and also she amplify aero erosion damage dealt to targets near the active resonator. So, oh yeah, about one thing I forgot to mention. So Ciaccona also buff Carthe because Carthe's damage, if I'm not mistaken, I read on hakush.in, it says Carthe's damage dealt is considered aero erosion damage. And then I just realized this like right now. So this means that Carthe's damage will be amplified by 100% for 30 seconds if they decided not to change it. Wait, hold on, I'm going to check the website to double confirm. I'm looking at it. Yeah, yeah. The resonance skill was considered aero erosion damage. Okay. And then the heavy attack is also considered aero erosion damage. And then the forte circuit. There's one part it says consume like aero erosion. Where is it? Yeah. Uh yeah, it's during her liberation. So yeah, if Ciaccona here like what I can confirm now is carthe is a HP scaling DPS unit. Okay. Second, it plays around aero erosion, just like Zani. Without like Frezzo, she can probably work on herself, but it's just like much weaker. But with Ciaccona here, like aero erosion damage dealt to targets near the active resonator is amplified by 100%. So this is ridiculous for carthe, right? Means her damage is going to like skyrocket without a doubt. Like this sounds like it's perfectly tailored for carthe, nothing else. It's literally so tailored for her. And then also the weapon is like it reduces their arrow rest if you hit targets with arrow erosion. Yeah, by 10% for 20 seconds. So 20 seconds is considered a relatively long time in War, right? Because most buffs only retain for like 14 seconds if you look at the old, like the slightly older units. Okay, so like for example, the ultra skill is like 14 seconds, and then blah 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 everything. Yeah, so 20 seconds is considered like really long. So yeah, overall it's like this. So back to the title, which is like, is carthe underrated? Like I would definitely say yeah, because like as I mentioned, her full potential is not here yet because we are all waiting for carthe. But if you plan to play carthe, because as expected, carthe is not a like, it's quite an expensive team to build. I would say it's not an old gen teams where you are like, you just pull one character and then you just slide some units in and then it will work. So newer gen teams such as Zani, alright, if you want it to work, you have to put like either Spectre Rover or Phoebe inside, and then either Shopkeeper or Verena, or just a healer. Like you can see Kuro is trying to like make the team fixed by giving them a signature support, like really close to their release. So my advice for literally everyone watching this video or watching all the way here, alright, if you want to play Carthe, Ciaccona is a must. I confirm my statement, alright? I'm not doing some assumption or bullshits, okay? It's literally after reading the leaks, I changed my mind. Ciaccona is a must. Alright, 0+0. You don't have to go for the signature weapon. 0+0 is enough. You don't have to go too far. Right, and you can even like just stack ER and crit rate on her. You don't have to care too much about the personal damage because you're going to use her as a support for Carthe. So that's all I want to say in this video. Okay, I hope you all find it helpful for those who are planning to play Carthe. Like, yeah, and for those who are currently playing Ciaccona, I hope you all have like a nice day. Yeah, I hope you all have a nice day, nice pool, and then I hope you get a Ciaccona early. And for those who are planning to pull Carthe, good luck on getting Carthe also. And also a signature weapon, because Carthe's signature weapon gives a ton of HP percent. Alright, by a ton, I mean 72.2% of HP. And also the weapon passive increases the max HP by 12%. Yeah. So good luck for those who are getting like Carthe. Yeah, wishing you all the best. So this is Fate here. Thank you for watching the Yap, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.